My name is Anita Matthews, and on my wedding day, I walked out on my fiancé, on the aisle, in front of everyone, and I don't regret it. Let me tell you what happened, then you can judge me however you like. I met Kingsley at a networking event in Victoria Island. He was talking and laughing with some other guests. I first noticed him, the way he looked. He had this charisma that I found endearing. There was a way he talked with confidence and poise that made everyone in the circle shut up and listen. I didn't know I was looking at him till he turned to me. Our eyes met and he smiled. A kind of smile that made my heart stop. I smiled back out of courtesy. I tried to focus on the conversation going on in my circle, but somehow, my eyes moved back to this very handsome, elegant man. And each time I looked at him, I noticed he would look at me too and smile. Finally, he walked up to me and introduced himself. "Hey beautiful, how are you? My name is Kingsley Amechi." He held out his hands and I shook them. "I'm Anita Matthews, nice to meet you." "I couldn't help but notice you. You are really beautiful," he said in the most gentlemanly way ever. I was impressed and interested. "Thank you," I laughed. "And you look very good too." We talked for a little while and exchanged numbers with a promise to see each other again. And that became the beginning of our love story. We hung out several days after that. Kingsley was more of a gentleman than I imagined. He listened when I spoke, insisted on paying for our dates, even when I was the one who invited him out. He told me funny stories about his younger days as a stubborn kid. I shared my experiences too. He told me about his mum. He was raised by a single mum because his father passed away when he was just a baby, and his mum raised him alone. As an only child, he and his mum developed a strong bond. I was touched. No wonder he is so gentle. He was raised by a strong and smart woman. By our 5th date, Kingsley asked me to be his girlfriend. "I told my mum about you and she is so excited," he said that evening. "Anita, the truth is I like you very much, and I want us to be more than friends. My mum says I would be a fool to let someone like you go." Ugh, God bless this woman. "Yes, of course. I'll be your girlfriend, Kingsley. I really like you too, a lot." We embraced each other, forgetting we were in a public place. It was our special moment. A few days later, I was elated when Kingsley said his mum was returning from her 5-month-long vacation and we should see her. I picked up my best dress, a red dress Kingsley bought me. I was ready by 7 p.m. Kingsley was already packed outside. Immediately I got into the car. He said, "We are late. My mum doesn't like it when we don't keep to time. It's only 15 minutes to the time we are supposed to meet. Besides, you didn't tell me how I look," I said, frowning. How can he not notice I put in extra effort to look this good for his mum, and he didn't even acknowledge it? "I'm sorry, babe," he said, leaning in to kiss my cheek. "You look very beautiful tonight." Kingsley's mother's house was very elegant. The designs were exquisite. The interior decorators definitely worked overtime. Everything was detailed and properly organised. His mum, Lady B, as she prefers to be called, came in. She was more beautiful than the pictures I'd seen of her. In fact, Kingsley didn't describe her well. She looked like the kind of woman I wanted to be when I get older. Everything about her appearance screamed elegant and well put together. "Mummy," Kingsley said, and hugged her tightly. "Oh, my darling baby boy, I've missed you." Then she looked at him. "You look leaner than I remember. Haven't you been eating?" "I try, Ma," Kingsley said with a chuckle. I just stood, as humble as a dove, looking at mother and son in their own little world while waiting to be introduced. She sat down and looked at me, finally. "You. Kingsley tells me you are the woman he's seeing." There was a commanding presence about her, about the way she spoke and carried herself. She looked like a woman commanding an army of men in the boardroom. It was captivating, yet intimidating. I really admired that. But somehow, the way she looked at me made me feel like she didn't like me. Well, maybe that's in my head. I nodded. "Good evening, Ma. It's really nice to finally meet you. Kingsley has told me so much about you, and I must say, you are even more elegant than he described," I say, smiling. The woman looked at me up and down and said, "Is that so? Interesting." "Yes, Ma. I brought you something too." I handed her the gift bag I carried along. She looked at me again. This time, I was sure her expression was judgmental. She looked at the gift bag in my outstretched arm and turned her attention back to Kingsley. "My baby, I know you haven't been eating properly. I specifically made your favourite food. The chef only assisted." "Oh, Mummy, thank you. I'm really famished, and I've missed your cooking so much," Kingsley said, hugging her like a 5-year-old whose mother just bought him ice cream. "Let's go eat." They headed to the dining, leaving me and my gift bag. I felt some type of way. You know when someone gives you a negative vibe and you just feel it? That's exactly how I felt. I dropped the bag on the couch and joined them. On our way back home, I sat in the car replaying how the evening went. At dinner, I felt like the third wheel. Kingsley and his mum kept talking non-stop and laughing at inside jokes. I barely understood what they said. I only let out an awkward laugh when it seemed I got the joke, or when Lady B ignored the only question I asked. Meanwhile, in the car, Kingsley kept talking about his mum, about how great the dinner went, and about other random things I can't remember. I sat quietly, trying to understand why Lady B didn't like me, or even acknowledge that I was there. The woman barely spoke to me. "Why doesn't your mum like me?" I said to Kingsley. He stopped mid-sentence and looked at me. "My mum likes you. What are you talking about?" She barely looked at me, or even spoke to me. I brought her a gift. The least she could have done was say thank you, and probably given the maids or chef. But instead, she completely ignored me and walked away. Kingsley laughed. "Oh, that? She was just more focused on seeing her only child after months of being away." I didn't say anything else because I didn't want to push the talk further. I still felt uneasy. On Saturday, Kingsley and I decided to hang out in my house and watch a movie. I have always been a girl who likes to stay home, watch a movie and just relax with people I love. It's very therapeutic. But there was nothing therapeutic about this particular one. I had spent a whole hour scrolling through Netflix for the perfect movie. Finally, I found it. I made popcorn and smoothies for us. Kingsley finally came in 2 hours later than the time we agreed on. "I'm so sorry, babe. I had to quickly run an errand for my mum," he said as he kissed my cheek. "That's fine. I hope you are okay." He nodded. "Great. I made snacks and I picked out an interesting movie for us to watch." Kingsley smiled. Just then his phone beeped and he checked it. The next thing I knew, he started texting back. "Who is it?" I asked. Kingsley was absent-minded and only responded when I asked the third time. "It's my mum." "Is she okay? Did something happen?" Yeah. She just sent me a text about the chef serving her fish pepper soup instead of chicken pepper soup." "Okay, so how is that a big deal?" I thought. "Kingsley," I said, already sounding tired. "This is our alone time. We said no phones, nah? This time is supposed to be for us." "I'm sorry, baby. I'll get off now. Just start the movie. I'll join you in a few seconds," he said, while still texting. I looked at him, wondering if I should drag him or just leave him. I left him to start the movie. He'll join later. And that was how I watched 2 full movies, ate a big bowl of popcorn, and drank 2 glasses of smoothies. Alone. Where was Kingsley? He was in the kitchen, still texting his mum. I could hear his laughter sometimes. The one time I went to the kitchen for a popcorn refill, he said his mum was telling him about her friend's son who abandoned college to pursue music because music chose him, but ended up coming back with 2 baby mamas, a drug charge, and a failed music career. They were talking as if he wasn't just at her place. Kingsley completely forgot about our date night. "Baby," he said, finally coming halfway through the 3rd movie. I was already half asleep. "I'm really sorry. My mum is just something else. I promise I'll make it up to you. I promise." He looked at me with puppy dog eyes. That expression I can never say no to. I gave a half smile as he left. By Monday, I got a package delivered to my office. It was from Kingsley. I said I'll make it up to you. "Dinner tonight? Text me if you forgive me and agree. I love you, babe." I smiled and texted him. I put on a really cute dress and light makeup for our dinner. Kingsley didn't come to pick me up. He sent a driver. When I got to the venue, I was shocked. The place was a garden, and it was beautifully decorated with rose petals, balloons, confetti and lights. Kingsley was down on one knee, holding a ring box. "Anita, my love, from the first day I saw you at the conference, the very moment our eyes met, I knew I wanted to know more. And when I finally did, I knew I wanted to be someone important in your life as I wanted you to be someone in mine. And when it happened, I knew, without a doubt, that I wanted you to be in my life forever as I want to be in yours. I want to wake up every day to your beautiful face. I want to see you smile. I want to hold your hands through your highs and lows because I love you. Anita, will you marry me?" I was in tears even before he finished. Yes, I love Kingsley a lot and I want to spend my life with him. Yes, I'll marry you," I say as Kingsley slipped the ring in my finger. I knelt down and melted into his arms because my legs couldn't carry me. It was beautiful. I still remember that day. "It's you and I, together and forever, baby," Kingsley said and hugged me. Yes, I am engaged. Kingsley brought out his phone to call his mum. "Mummy, she said yes. Anita has agreed to be my wife. I'm so happy." The phone was on loudspeaker. "Oh, that's good. Does she have a choice? If she knows the kind of hot cake you are, she would have been the one to propose, Kingsley." I didn't. "Mummy, you are so funny. Anyways, we want to have dinner now. We will come see you later during the week. I understand Lady B may have meant to be funny, but I didn't like the joke. She made it sound like I was a peasant, and lucky that her son even looked my way. Within the week, we went to pay homage to the goddess, Her Royal Majesty, Lady B. That woman feels she's better than anyone, and the way Kingsley idolises her like she's the one who was crucified for our sins, not Jesus. Baby, don't wear red. My mother didn't like the red dress you wore last time. Red is not her colour. This blue dress comes off as too slutty. My mother will talk. That was the same blue dress he said looked beautiful on me during one of our date nights. Baby, wear these shoes. Make sure your hair doesn't come loose. Pack it up. My mum likes women who pack their hair up. Everything he said I should do, I did it. I wore exactly what he said because I wanted to impress Her Royal Majesty. Now tell me why, when we got to Lady B's house and she said I looked like a cashier at the supermarket down the street, Kingsley turned to me and said, "You see, babe? I told you your outfit wasn't classy. It looked cheap." Excuse me? Isn't this the same man that told me to wear all these, and even said I look very beautiful? Why is he suddenly changing mouth? I can't believe this. Lady B. Kingsley, where did you say you picked her from again? Her tone was very condescending, and I'm not even exaggerating. We met at a networking conference. His mum looked at me from head to toe, then said, "Let me see the ring." I stretched out my hand and she looked at them. Then she said, "I don't like this ring. It's too... there. It's not befitting of your status, Kingsley. Your wife-to-be cannot go around wearing this." "Yes, Mum, I'll change it." I looked at Kingsley as he uttered those words from his mouth. I looked at Lady B and back at Kingsley. Are you kidding me right now? I literally told Kingsley that I love the ring he got me. The design was just my style. Now that Lady B doesn't like it suddenly, it's not good enough. And this man just stood there, looking like a child whose mother just took his lollipop. Now that I think about it, not once has Kingsley ever defended me in front of his mum. He's always ready to run to her demands like a puppy. I wanted to scratch his face right there. When we got back to his apartment, I didn't want to start a fight. I just wanted to understand why Kingsley did what he did, and if he was just pranking me. So, as calmly as I could be, I said, "Kingsley, why did you embarrass me like in front of your mum?" "I didn't embarrass you. Dinner went great. Didn't you enjoy yourself?" I swallowed hard and took a deep breath. I had promised myself I won't tell or lash out. Keeping my emotions under control was getting hard at this point. "Kingsley, babe, look at me. You told me to dress this way, then turned around and said I looked cheap when your mum literally dissed me. Not just that, you said you will change my engagement because it didn't suit your mother's standard. I really want to believe you are joking. Baby, look at me and tell me you are joking." Kingsley looked away and looked back at me. "Babe, I have to change it. You know my mum's standards are too high. If she says something is not good, then it's not good." I laughed. It was a bitter laugh. "Did you just hear yourself, Kingsley? If she says something is not good, then it's not good. So what if one day she wakes up and says I'm not good for you? Will you throw me away?" "No, nah, babe. Stop saying that. You know I love you. I need you. Besides, my mum cannot say that. She knows I love you." "It doesn't feel like it, Kingsley. It's as if I'm struggling for space with your mum in your heart, and clearly she's winning." "Babe, I love you and nothing will ever change that," Kingsley said while pulling me close. "Don't worry, this new ring will be custom made. It will complement your beauty. You can keep this one, but wear the new one I'll get you, okay?" I didn't respond. If I said another word, I would yell, and I promised myself that night I won't do so. 2 days later, my phone rang while I was in the office. It was Lady B. Shocker. She has my number. I must be a high member of society now. I was curious to know why Her Majesty decided to call me. "Hello, Ma. Good. Meet me at the parking lot now," she said, and hung up. What exactly is she doing in my place of work? I adjusted myself and went to see her. I recognised her car. Immediately I approached the vehicle. She said, "Get in now." I understand her status, but does she have to always be rude? I hesitated because I didn't alert anyone I was leaving. Then she said, "I believe you heard me the first time." This woman terrifies me. I got in and we left the office. In the car, she didn't say anything for a good 5 minutes. I wondered whether to speak or just keep quiet. Finally, she said, "For the wedding, I've started making the arrangements. You look fat. You need to trim down your body before the wedding. Kingsley's kinsman will come to meet your people on the 6th of next month, which is in 2 weeks' time." She kept reading plans about my wedding arrangements to me, like I was her assistant and supposed to take notes. Then she said, "I understand you didn't grow up in a loving home. At least, What loving home would allow their daughter to run away, pregnant at 15, and abort the child just because a classmate said he loved her? The moment I heard those words, it felt like someone rang a very loud, unpleasant bell in my head. How did she know about my past? My biggest secret in life? I've never told anyone, except Kingsley. "Excuse me?" I said in disbelief. "You heard me. I hope that womb of yours is still good enough for childbearing. I need many grandchildren. 4, to be precise. But we will talk about where and when you can have children later. I don't want..." Lady B was still talking, but I had stopped listening. How dare Kingsley rat me out to his mother? I understand she may have done a background check on me, but she said the reason. No one knows the reason. My parents didn't even know I was pregnant. They all think I was forced and assaulted by hoodlums. Kingsley is the only one I told the truth to. "Stop the car," I said suddenly. The driver ignored me and kept driving. "I said stop this car now," I shouted. The driver looked at Lady B from the rearview mirror, and she nodded. He stopped. I quickly got out, unable to breathe. What has Kingsley done? I struggled to walk. My legs felt like jelly. The car has gone by now. I got out my phone and quickly texted Kingsley. "We need to see now. I'm coming to your house." I stopped a taxi and headed straight to Kingsley's house. The moment I stepped in, Kingsley opened his arms to hug me. "Baby, what a..." "How dare you, Kingsley," I said, not ready for his fake show of love. "How dare me what? I'm confused, babe." "How dare you tell your mum that I had an abortion when I was 15? I looked him dead in the face. He relaxed his shoulders and laughed. As in, he actually laughed. I was livid, so angry that my breath felt hot. I couldn't think straight. "Oh, that? Chill, babe. Is that why you were shaking like this? See your eyes. They look like they'll pop out of their sockets." "Kingsley Chinedu Amechi, I said, how dare you? Why would you share my secret to your mum? What I told you in confidence, you went around broadcasting it. Are you okay at all?" "Whoa, chill. I didn't broadcast anything. I only told my mum. We were talking about you, and I told her. It was just casual. We don't keep secrets from each other." "Kingsley, it was my secret! My secret to tell, not yours! Why would you expose me like that, especially to someone who clearly doesn't like me?" I was crying and yelling now. I kept trying to understand why Kingsley would do this to me. "Every time, your mum this, your mum that. Don't you have a mind of your own? Can't you set boundaries? Why does it feel like I'm competing with your mum?" "Anita, do you know you nag a lot? And it's always about the silliest things. Clearly you don't expect me not to have a relationship with my mum. She's my mum. I love her very much and she loves me too. Everything she has ever done was look out for my well-being." We were both angry. I still don't get how Kingsley isn't seeing the wrong he did. "I'm not saying you shouldn't have a relationship with your mum. Heck, she's your mother, the one who gave you life. You love her and I get it. But you should know when to set boundaries. I feel like we are in a threesome relationship and I'm the third party in this. It's painful. It hurts, Kingsley." "Anita, listen. You need to understand that this is my freaking mum we are talking about. She is everything I have. I'm everything she has. I can't just keep her on one side just because you walked into my life. She'll always be number one. Maybe if you hadn't aborted your baby, you would have known what it is to raise and love a child." Oh, those last words stung. It felt like Kingsley took out a gun and shot me 3 times in my heart. I stumbled backwards and collapsed on the couch. It seemed Kingsley also realised the weight of his words, because he quickly rushed to me and knelt down. "I didn't mean it like that, babe. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry." I was silent for so long. Kingsley kept begging. He rested his head on my thighs, but I felt nothing. This is the reality of my life. How pathetic. I got up to leave. Kingsley offered to take me home, but I declined. The taxi I came with was outside waiting for me. That night, I called Diamond, my friend, and I told her everything. I cried like a child. "Annie, I hate to break this to you, but you are not in a relationship. I don't know why you are still here. Are you not loved at home? Why are you forcing yourself where you are not wanted?" That question stuck with me and made me think. I blocked Kingsley immediately. A few days later at work, Kingsley showed up with flowers and gifts and chocolates. "Baby, please, I'm sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have said that. It was insensitive. I'm sorry, baby." He begged me in the lobby. People were looking at us as he knelt down. "Please, forgive him now. He's sorry. Forgive him, please. Nah, he loves you all," people shouted from where they stood. It was embarrassing. That public display of apology is not the kind of PDA I liked. I smiled and pulled him up. I dragged him to the parking lot. "What's the meaning of this rubbish, Kingsley? Why are you causing a scene at my workplace?" "I came to beg you, Na. I tried calling repeatedly, but you blocked me everywhere. I know I messed up." "Oh, you know, thank God," I said, already exasperated from the entire situation. "Baby, please, nah. I am tired, Kingsley. You hurt me so much. Not just your words, but your actions too. I'm tired. Anita, look at me. I'm begging you. I'm sorry. I'll do better from now on. I promise you." He looked at me with very sad eyes. Something in me broke. All the defence walls I spent building these past few days crumbled like a pack of cards in the wind. Just like that. I know you'll probably judge me now, but I was in love. I still loved Kingsley, despite my anger towards him. He hugged me, and we set a date to meet. After that time, Kingsley became more present. He came over for movie night even earlier than the time we agreed on. He called me often, sent "I love you" texts, and gave me "I saw this and thought of you" gifts randomly. Our wedding date was fast approaching. We had already done the introduction. Lady B didn't come for the introduction because, according to her, she had other important things to do. I had designed my dream wedding dress, and I sent it to Gabriella, my fashion designer friend. We spent time discussing the concept of the dress. She made the dress exactly how I wanted it. It was excellent. At Lady B's place, Kingsley and I sat down while Lady B discussed with the wedding planner. I didn't want to get too involved in the planning because I wanted Lady B to have her moment. After all, it's her only child's wedding. "Anita, you need to send your measurements to the designer I'll send to you so they can amend the wedding dress to your size," Lady B said, looking at me. "What wedding dress? We never discuss anything about a wedding dress. That's my decision, not hers." "Oh, no need, Ma. I already have a dress ready for me." Do you have a picture of it? Let me see." I showed her the dress. Lady B just scoffed. "This dress is ugly. It's not standard for a wedding of this status. Why is your taste always so bland? You are supposed to look proper, not ridiculous." "Ridiculous? A dress I've always dreamt of is ridiculous." "I'm sorry, Ma, but this is the dress I chose," I said, already getting irritated. The wedding planner looked at both of us. Kingsley just sat there, focused on his phone, pretending not to know what was happening. I turned to him so he could get his mother to understand that the bride's wedding dress is her choice. But this man I was about to marry, just looked at me and said, "Babe, just go with Mum's choice. I'm sure hers will look better." "Are you serious right now, Kingsley? Your mum has planned this wedding according to her taste, and now she wants to dictate the dress I wear. Maybe she'll be the one to walk down the aisle." "That's not fair," he said. "Mummy is just trying to help. By telling me I'll look ridiculous in a dress I designed myself. By saying I need to look proper. You're overreacting." There it was. The phrase I was becoming very familiar with. The phrase that made me feel crazy for having emotions about anything. Lady B just sat there, looking like the way a stranger will look at a child throwing tantrums. "Kingsley, you are unfair. You people act like I don't have family too. I have a father. How will you feel if my dad hovers over our relationship and tells you what to wear on your wedding day? Will you just blindly accept?" I asked Kingsley, daring him to speak. Lady B looked at him, not saying a word. He was quiet for a moment, and I actually thought, that something would click, that he would understand me. But then he said, "Your father has a bad fashion sense anyway, so probably not." I was stunned. Lady B burst out laughing. By now, I wonder why I was still stunned at Kingsley. He can never change. He has proven it repeatedly. I should be used to it by now, but every time, this man amazes me. I wanted to hurt him badly, but doing so now will have no effect. I said nothing and sat down. Now is not the time to retaliate. The remaining days leading up to the wedding felt like 1,000 years. I avoided Lady B as much as possible. Kingsley annoyed me even more. His very presence made me want to pour him water. But I endured it all. I was blinded by love, but not anymore. Finally, D-Day came. I got my makeup done and wore the dress I chose. My father held my arm as we walked down the aisle. The church was full. Both families, friends, colleagues. I saw Lady B's shocked face when she saw me in my dress. I loved this moment. I could feel everyone's eyes on my dress. "You are so gorgeous," someone said from the crowd. My father turned to me with gentle eyes, assuring me he was with me all the way. I felt at ease. At the altar, Kingsley stood, looking uneasy, exactly how I imagined. As soon as I got to where he was, the first thing he said was, "Why did you wear this dress? This is not the one my mother gave you." I smiled, but I didn't respond to him. Before now, I would have felt hurt that he was concerned about his mum's choice and not mine. But now, I just felt pity for the man. Sorry, I meant the overgrown baby standing before me. I can't believe I used to love this man. I still love him, but not as much as I did a month ago. The priest began to speak. I stood there with a smile on my face. Then he finally said the words I've been waiting for. If anyone here objects to this union, let them speak now or forever hold their peace. I stopped smiling then and said, I object. The church went silent. I do not wish to marry you, Kingsley, I continued, owning the moment, knowing very well that this will embarrass Lady B. Her beloved baby boy rejected at the altar in front of everyone. Not because I don't love you, but because you don't know how to love me back, not in a way that counts. People were whispering. When I met you, I thought I had met a man, a confident man. I didn't know I met an insecure, overgrown baby, a man-child. Kingsley looked at me like I just spat in his face. I continued. You tell your mother everything about me, I said. You let her into spaces that should only be ours. You let her decide what I wear, where I go, what I do. And when I ask you to stand up for me, you tell me I'm overreacting. Kingsley's mouth was open. Where's this coming from? He asked, with all the seriousness and confusion in the world. From months of me talking and you not listening. I cannot marry someone who will never put me first. And you, Kingsley, will never put me first. If I enter this union, I'll be fighting a lost battle for the rest of my life. I don't want that for myself. You haven't learned how to put yourself first. You're still a boy who needs his mother to tell him what to do. And that's not your fault. That's her fault. But it's still true. I turned to face his mother directly. Her Royal Majesty, Queen Mother, you've done something very cruel. You've raised a man who doesn't know how to be a man. You've taught him that his wife should be secondary to you. And one day, maybe not today, but one day, he'll understand what you've taken from him. He'll understand what it costs to never belong to himself. I looked back at Kingsley. I'm sorry. I truly am. I love you so much. But I won't be the woman who waits for you to grow up. I won't be the woman who competes with your mother. And I won't spend the rest of my life explaining why I'm hurt by the things you don't see as hurtful. Then I turned and walked back down the aisle, in my wedding dress, with my head held high, not paying attention to the whispers going on. My father met me halfway, and he took my arm again. Let's go, Ne, he said. And that is how I, Anita Matthews, walked away from her wedding. Oh, and yes, my father returned every penny Kingsley paid for my bride price. There you have it. That's my story. You can judge me now. Do you think I did the right thing walking away? Or do you think if I had stayed, I would have changed him?
If you enjoyed this story, please leave a like, drop a comment on your thoughts, and subscribe.